Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders, Great Millstone rule well, and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing the word, truth, in the name and sincerity throughout the planet Earth. This is Iraf, Great Millstone, Wisconsin. And I just wanted to do a quick impromptu. I was just up searching, information on the charagma, and I looked up, brain implant companies. And, just wanted to see what else was out there. I wanted to see if there was anybody else besides, Elon Musk's Neuralink trying to develop anything with the brain chip interface or brain computer interface. And lo and behold, looking at just a few of the companies that Google has listed here. And it's like 15, 20 different companies, man. But the only company that's in the limelight is Elon Musk's Neuralink. Which we know they've been, developing, chip technology for decades now, probably, since the 80s. You can go all the way back to, even before the company Positive ID. But the thing is that all these companies are in a so-called race, so to speak, to develop this technology, of the charagma. And nobody else is talking about these other companies or these other so-called competitors, which I think, through the spirit that all of these companies are going to sell their technology or their blueprints or their, research to Neuralink or to, or they might conglomerate and become a bigger company, because, like anything or any type of technology, there always has to be multiple brands or multiple competitors, right? So just going down the list here, you have Neuralink, you have BlackRock Neurotech, you have Synchron, you have Kernel. I think I was looking at this company here, Kernel. And this company, Kernel, here, it's an early stage brain machine interface company formed and funded by Brian Johnson, founder of the online payments company Braintree. So if you notice, some of these companies, they're founded by people that have payment systems in place, which leads right into the Revelation, the 13th chapter, about not being able to buy or sell. Even Neuralink, Elon Musk, he has PayPal, which is another payment system, which is a huge payment system that, eBay and other online retailers use, right? And some of these companies here, have been in practice for, since the 90s. I think, let me go back down the list here. So you have Synchron, Kernel, a company called Brain Co., Paradromics Inc. This is a company that's focused on neurological brain-machine interfaces. Paradromics develops neuroprosthesis designed to help patients with disabilities, such as blindness. So they're creating, augmentations, in order to make people see better, or people that have lost their limbs and things like that. So you have these different applications. I think there's a company called Neurable, and this is a company that specializes in software applications. So this is a company that's going to be building software to go into chips. You have a company called Emotive Mind Maze, Precision Neuroscience, which this is founded in 2021 by a co-founder of Neuralink. See, like I was saying, like that's the spirit, man. It's all connected. It says Elon Musk's brain-computer interface startup Precision Neuroscience is an industry competitor. Matter of fact, let me click on this. Restoring freedom through brain-computer interfaces, building powerful, minimally invasive brain implants that will help provide breakthrough treatments to people with neurological conditions. So, so what I'm getting from this is, if you have a stroke or if you have some type of brain injury, such as like a blunt force trauma or something like that, this looks like they're going to be using, neurotechnology to repair the human brain and things like that. You have Neurolutions, Next Mind, BitBrain, BrainGate, Dream, Flow Neuroscience, Melton MMI. It's a Japanese company. Melton MMI intends to blur the line between humans and machines. The company developed cybernetic augmentation, and that's called the singularity. So this company is focused on the singularity. There's a game that came out about a couple of years ago called Cyberpunk 2077. It's based off of an old pinball machine game, from the late 70s and early 80s, and in the game, or even in I guess they made like a couple of shows about it too, like in the games or in the TV shows. Humans had brain chip interfaces, and they also had technology that augmented their flesh. Anytime you have a technology that attaches to your flesh, it's called an augmentation. So these people were able to see through walls because they had bionic eyes and things of that nature. Thinnic Awake Labs. This is an interesting one. It says Control Labs uses non-invasive neural interfaces to expand human bandwidth, which means to expand the human mind. So they're going to use technology to expand your mind. So instead of you having natural memory stores and things like that, your memory is going to store things maybe in a cloud or in some type of database somewhere, or somewhere inside your brain. If you ever seen the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp, he was able to transfer his mind into a computer. So this is what this company is focused on. It says Control Labs recreates the zeros and ones of neurons by listening to muscle twitches. So they're going to use the muscle twitches in your body to probably store muscle memory and things of that nature. But all these companies it's a facade that they're creating these things to actually help people. They're creating things to actually deceive people. Because this is foretold in the scriptures, man, of something that's evil. And all these companies are going to come together as either as one, or they're going to sell different products, but they're all going to be part of the one and the same, just like the company that I looked at here, Precision Neuroscience, which is an offshoot of Neuralink, so these companies are multiple offshoots of each other, just like Positive ID, back in the day, they split off and became another company as well. You also have a company based out of Washington, Seattle, Washington, called Dangerous Things, and that guy's already been implanting people, So this thing is being blown wide open by the Lord, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And the word devices goes back to the word, matter of fact, I'll just get it. Salakia, here we go. Just grab it. I keep clicking on the wrong word. Salakia. There we go. Man. They do not want me to get this word out. There we go.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
Naima, which means an evil purpose, a mental perception of thoughts or purposes. So we're not ignorant of his purpose, So all of these companies here that are creating this brain chip technology for so-called the betterment of the people, all of this is going to do is create more and more evil, because we know that Esau's purpose in creating these companies and creating this technology is to brand Israel of all things and to declare Israel as his property, It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and that image is the remaking of the world, the new world order. It says that the image of the beast should both speak. And the way it's speaking is taking place in reality. You know, it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't go along with this new world order and this new way of life, they're going to be you're going to be ostracized from society. You won't be able to do things like just normal things. Well, you won't be able to live. You won't be able to have a house, and you won't be able to live as a normal human being in this society. And also you could be put to death. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. Now it says causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. Now, how is everyone small and great, rich or poor going to receive this mark? Now, of course, they're going to make this thing mandatory. But another thought that I had was they're going to have these different companies that are going to make these different brands of the charagma, and they're going to try and make this thing affordable. They're going to make this thing affordable. They're going to have price ranges from damn near government free to maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're going to make this thing mandatory, so that way they're going to make money on it at the same time. It says free and bond, whether you're incarcerated or not incarcerated, to receive a mark, and that mark goes back to the word charagma, which means an incision or an implant in their right hand or in their foreheads, and, you always got, Jake, or you always got Christians, well, how is it going to go in your forehead? Well, brain computer interface companies, meaning brain, meaning it's going to be implanted in your brain. And Neuralink is already trying to implement human trials as well, So it's already being tested. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So nobody's going to be able to buy anything or sell anything except if you have the mark, right? And the proof is in the pudding. Neuralink is a company that was founded by Elon Musk that owns a payment processing system, Paradromics as well, and various of these other even more companies than this, man, that use crypto technology as well. So you won't be able to buy or sell because the buying platforms or the selling platforms, the payment system are going to be implemented or integrated into these machines or these devices. It says, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and that man is Esau. There has to be a man that's making this happen. And his number is 666, and that's a universal product code. So there's no coincidence that all this is coming out, man. This is why they said that the internet should have never been invented. This is Luke 12:2. It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, So everything is going to be found out, man, through the Spirit of the Lord. It says, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And it's being proclaimed, man, by the prophets, Everything that's coming out about this devil and will come out about this devil is coming through the World Wide Web, man, the internet, And when it's time, for, it's time for this devil to implement this RFID chip, this charagma, this mark. When it's time for him to do this, he's going to be relentless, man. And it's going to come from all angles, from all fronts, man. We're going to be surrounded, You're going to see advertisements everywhere. You're going to see, laws on the books that's going to make it mandatory, just like, in 2020, with the stabbing, had to choose my words carefully on that one. It's Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's what's going to happen, man. That great wrath is on its way, you know. That great multitude that's kindled, you know, that's going to help enforce this brain, this BCI, this how you say this brain, yeah, this brain chip interface, you know. These things are going to happen in rapid succession when this thing is finally completed, you know, and it's going to come from all angles, you know, starting with these companies, you know. Now, Neuralink is heading the charge, you know, or is in the limelight. But as soon as this thing gets a green light, now all these companies are going to come out the woodwork, you know, come out the woodwork with their own brand of this technology, you know, that does different things and, you know, it has different features and things like that. How do you think they're going to make it convenient and they're going to make it fashionable, you know? These companies have their own PR teams, you know, their own marketing teams and everything, you know, advertisements. This thing is going to get blown up, man, you know, according to the Spirit of the Lord. So that's really all I had. You know, I just wanted to, you know, just throw this out there, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So with that, you know, hope you, Akim and Akwath, are edified. And I want to say Shalom, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadash, that honors the apostles and the elders of great Milson and well, and salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing the word, truth, and truth, and pushing the name and truth, and in sincerity. Shalom.